on the nose. 7 p.m. Eastern time. It is Friday night. Hopefully there's some people around. It's a later live stream because I had a little time, so that always helps. West Coast, 4 p.m. Still pretty early over there, but we'll see who is around. We'll have a couple beverages, talk Tundra, the usual. Let's have a good time. Just still setting up here, waiting for people to sign on. Everything is good. Everything is set up. There's only one thing left to do. See who's around on this Friday night. See what's going on with everybody out there. Comfortable seating in the 1794 2022 seat. I'm going to put handles on this chair, though. It has no handles. I feel like I don't know what to do with my arms. Movie line. Let's do it. Welcome, people signing on. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Let's have some fun. Talk a little Tundra. Hear what you're happy about. Hear what you're not happy about. I'm ready for it all. Let's go. 2023 was just announced. We could talk about that if you like. Bubba, how you doing? Peter says, I'm going to hang out with you on my way to the firehouse. I got a weekend shift ahead of me. Be safe, be well out there, my friend. An instant cheers to all the emergency services and military of our country, the United States of America and Canada. We love you. Thanks for keeping us safe. Keep your hands where we could see them. I just don't know what to do with my hands in this interview. But I definitely want to get some handles on this chair, and then this chair will be all set. Very comfortable. Very comfortable. I'm a fan. Let's see who's here. Emmanuel, how you doing? Rick, hey from Oregon. Nice and early. Thanks for joining us. What is it? 4:02 p.m. over there. Johnny boy, how you doing? Good to see you. Jason wants me to keep my hands where you can see them. I'm going to work on that. Dave says, hello from Long Island, buddy. What happened to the Islanders this year? You know, it was going to be a good season. They shouldn't have fired Barry Trotz. I'll tell you that right off the bat. I think that COVID issue they had in the early part of the season there where they lost like 12 or 14 in a row, they should have shut that down a lot earlier. Next year, Islanders all day long. Rodeo, what's going on? From the Poconos. I love it. Love it. Where in the Poconos are you? Please tell me. Excuse me. Sean says, hey, Mark, long time no live for me. Well, welcome back, Sean. Are you still getting a 2022? Or are you keeping your TRD Pro? Let me know. Dwayne, what's going on, buddy? John asks how I'm doing. I'm doing well. How are you? Isles got a tough deal. I agree with that. Every other team got shut down when they had any issues with it. They let us go 2 weeks, and we lost everything. And that was where the season made the difference. We had a good run at the end, but shouldn't have fired Trotz. What's the topic of the discussion? Let's talk a little 2023 Tundra. Let's talk about, we can talk about anything you want. The Iforce Maxes are now hitting the lots, and there are some massive markups on those trucks from what I'm seeing. I like it. Rodeo says, eat Stroudsburg. Okay, cool, man. Lake Ariel, PA. Go get him. Hamlin, PA. Jason said, oh, I already answered that. Tam, what's going on? Jared says, I bought my wife a Highlander and myself a RAV4 early 2021. Thankful that I did now. Yes, good call, my friend. Good call. Living the dream. How you doing, buddy? We're all living the dream out here. This chair is getting creaky. I think I need to fix that. Okay. Manuel says the prices on those trucks are insane. Yes, they are. I'm going to have to lean back on this chair to not make the sound. I'll live. When they make a quicksand Tundra, I will buy one. I love the quicksand, as you know from the grill behind me. Jamie, how you doing? It's good to see everybody around tonight. You know, Friday night, I figured there'd be a few people, so that's a good thing. Alfred says, great show, Mark. Just want to say, still love my 2020 Tundra Limited, a keeper. Yes, absolutely nothing wrong. I always said 2020 and 2021 are probably some of the finest Tundras you will see out there because a lot of the things people wanted were covered. And they got to keep their 5.7 liter V8, which is still a big thorn in a lot of people's side with the new generation Tundra. Tam says cement. Everybody loves cement. Actually, I was shocked by yesterday's video because a lot of people were on there saying they don't like cement. And I always felt like cement was the obvious #1 choice for all Tundra owners. But hey, I was wrong. Nothing wrong with being wrong. Sean says, keeping my Pro at least another year. Really interested in hybrid version, but times are crazy in the car truck world. In the regular world, too. Everything's nuts now. Bobby, what's going on? Hey, Mark, did you see how the Blues beat the Avalanche last night? It might be our only win as Colorado is a really good team. I thought Colorado had the cup on lock for sure. Colorado versus Tampa Bay, I figured that would be the way to go. Jason says, cement in quicksand. See, look, now here's the thing. Everybody has their favorite color of Tundra. Nautical blue, Mike just said. A lot of people were saying blue ribbon, nautical blue. That was a big winner yesterday. The TRD Pro 2016 Quicksand was by far one of the finest vehicles I've ever seen from Toyota. It had that less is more approach that we all like because it's an SR5 platform. The TRD Pro has a very bland outside, and I'm talking last generation, but I think that's a plus for the TRD Pro, the bland outside. It's not screaming. There's not giant graphics all over it. It says TRD Pro stamped in the side of the bed in the body color, and if you want to put black inlays in that, you could do that if you'd like. But overall, it is a nice, plain outside, and I always felt like that was a huge win for the TRD Pro in the last generation. But that Quicksand, man, you can't go wrong with that color. You just can't, in my opinion. Tukes, what's going on, buddy? Happy Friday to you as well. Fox says, Mag Gray, best color. Of course you would say that. I love Mag Gray. You have the TRD Pro 2016 Mag Gray. I had one as well. Very much a fan of it. Viper says, 20 and 2021 is the best because you actually buy it. There you go. Click the like guy, says Mike. Thank you, buddy. Hope you're well, by the way. Rodeo says, as soon as I finish tweaking my truck, we'll have that beer, Mark. Yeah, let's do it. Let's have one right now. Cheers to everyone out there, boys and girls. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you had a great week, and I hope you have the weekend off. My wife just got her master's. She graduated finally. So tomorrow is the big dinner. So tonight's the good time. Tomorrow's the dinner with the family. Congratulations, Michelle. Master's degree. She's going to be a fine teacher. I'm telling you, that family bloodline is all about just brains. Absolutely one of the smartest families I've ever met. I don't know why she's married to me. Let's see. I'm lost. Okay. Jason says, love that Quicksand. You gotta love that Quicksand. There's a reason it's up there, man. As long as that's up there. You know, I had the Platinum Grill up there, if you guys have been around the channel a long time, for a lot of years. This is never changing. I'm never changing that out to anything else. Quicksand TRD Pro, my favorite truck of all time. RCSB Tundra, another favorite truck of all time, but that will be up there always. That's my ode to greatness, we'll say. Sean says, Chevy just came out with their version of Quicksand for the ZR2. ZR2 is awesome. Trail Boss is awesome. Chevy, I've never been a huge fan of the Silverado, but I like what they're doing with it in recent years. Rick says, we have Trails Team FJ 2013 Cement Gray with a 6-speed. I had the 16 Quicksand Pro also. Dude, that FJ, you said you have it, not had it. That's a good thing. You should keep that forever. My buddy had that cement, or I don't know what you'd call it, like a light blue. I think it was the 2013. I think we're talking about the same color. Trail Teams FJ. And long before the chip shortage and COVID and everything, people were offering them crazy amounts of money for it. That was like, that Trail Teams was like the TRD Pro before there was TRD Pro. It gave you the Bilstein suspension. It gave you those sweet 17-inch, I think they were 17. They might have been 16 on the FJ. The simulated beadlock TRD forged wheels, BF Goodrich all-terrain tires. Nice setup. The FJ Cruiser has the Toyota across the grill already, but it was a beautiful, beautiful truck. I love the FJ. Hate to see that it's gone. Justin says, hey guys, put my deposit in January. I'm third on the list, but looks like my dealer isn't getting more than one. Let's hope they are getting more. A lot of people having that problem out there, Justin, unfortunately. They're coming in, but I think your best bet, I don't know how specific you are and what you want, but you might want to look around. If you're someone who maybe wants like a TRD Pro, on the forums, I'm starting to see that a lot of TRD Pros are coming in all over the country right now. You're starting to see them pop up, but you might have to pay a pretty penny for them. Mike says, congrats to the missus. Thank you very much. I will tell her you said that. Viper says, cheers. Oh, for the TRD Pro, Justin says, yeah, I've seen maybe 2 or 3 on the forum today alone, right before I started this live stream. And one was 75, but it was the sticker 75, like 68 whatever, and then add-ons, whatever that, you know, they built the truck with the side steps and spray-on bed liners, stuff like that. I don't know if there was a markup on that. I've seen some going for 90-something with a markup. Yeah, they're pretty wild out there right now. Jason says, congrats to the wife. That's awesome. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Rodeo says, congrats to the wife. Why that matters to you with her getting the Masters in, I don't know how soon, but this is the step to me being able to do TundraDude34 full time and not have to work on my other job anymore. That means I can put more time into the channel. That means more live streams, more videos, more fun. I've been 6 years into this channel. I've been waiting for this moment a long time. So to be selfish for a moment, all of us will win from this. Live streams all day. Coffee in the morning. Why not? Rodeo says, congrats to the wife. Thank you very much. Living the Dream says, I know I won't be believed, but I made my run up to see the grandkids this past weekend, and the Tundra Pro made me proud. It averaged 20 mpg on the nose for a 220-mile trip. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. That is some good hyper mileage right there. I like it. Like it a lot. Tuke says, huge accomplishment for her and you. See, he gets it. Living the Dream says, yes, it was just cruising and average around 50-55 miles per hour. I like it. Peter says, sounds like you need to buy your wife a 2022 Tundra. She don't want one. She's happy with her 4Runner. She loves that thing. And to be honest with you, I absolutely love her 4Runner as well. I'm going to keep that 4Runner as long as humanly possible. That is the goal. Dwayne says, unfortunately, Chevy has ranch shocks, which are no good. Yeah, the Ranchos, yep. Rick says, I gave it to my son for his 16th birthday a year ago, the FJ. I hope your son takes good care of it and understands what he's driving is extremely rare. Andrew says, Mark, what's up, man? Finally caught one of these. Nice shirt. I appreciate it. If you like this shirt, it is available on Toyota Outfitters website. Use promo code TundraDude. All caps, one word, TundraDude. Saves you 25% site-wide. It is the official merchandise of Toyota, TRD, and Toyota Racing. I could be a commercial at this point. Let's see. Jason says, graduation gift for your wife, $17.94. Man, I wish, but ain't happening. Emmanuel says, San Antonio has one TRD Pro at each dealership, but the price on the Pro is $81,820 and 96 cents, plus tax, title, and licensing. Yep, crazy stuff. Matt, what's going on, buddy? What's up, TD34 crew? In my 03 4.7 headed to Cookout in Garner, I hope I said that right, North Carolina. Please enjoy. Drive safe, drive well in that gorgeous first-generation Tundra. Absolutely love it. Bubba with the thumbs up. I like it. AMAX says, good afternoon, TD34. It's been a minute since I've seen your live stream. Glad I made it. I just finished watching your last video about the colors you think should be brought back. Great video. I appreciate you. Do you agree? Do you have any colors to add that should be brought back? I'll tell you one on that list that a lot of people talk about, at least through in contact and the live streams and everything. People are mad that Toyota didn't have the TRD Pro Tundra in 2018 and they missed Cavalry Blue. That's the one that everybody talks about all the time. There's a lot of different, if you look at all the TRD Pro colors, I mean, I'm wearing a Lunar Rock TRD Pro shirt right now. There's a lot of grays and there's a lot of blue type gray, but that Cavalry Blue was the one that was skipped because there was no TRD Pro in 2018 for Tundra. Crazy. Gerald, what's going on? Wilson, North Carolina in the house. What's new? Not much, buddy. How are you doing? Viper says, my local dealer said today they have 2 coming in June and I'm number 5 on the list. All right. I hope somehow, some way, people back out and you end up with your truck. John says Ford has quit taking any more orders for any more 2022 F-150s. Looks like Toyota, Toyota could be the best-selling truck for 2022. I don't know. That remains to be seen. We shall see. Every month we update the numbers on the sales, and I feel bad for Toyota, and I've said this a bunch of times. They released the truck during this chip shortage, which obviously there's just no trucks on the lot. Depends where you are in the country. My lot down the street hasn't seen a 2022 for like 3 weeks now, 2-3 weeks. But, you know, the sales numbers aren't going to be what they could have been in normal times, so we shall see where they end up with it. Dwayne says, TundraDude, did you see the pic I sent you on my 2017 Quicksand Tundra with the Rock Warrior wheels? Send it again. Send it again. I'm sure I've seen it, but I'd like to get a refresher on that. Because the Rock Warrior wheels are what I was just talking about with that FJ trail teams. They're 17-inch TRD forged wheels. They look great. Quicksand, can't go wrong. So, Andrew said, filled up this morning in St. Louis, 31 gallons, $137. Leasing a Camry hybrid is becoming more and more a realization, unfortunately. Hate it. Any new news for the Tundra? Hello, Ricky. How are you? Don't know if you heard, the 2023 Tundra was announced the other day. Really, the only change for 2023 is they're coming out with the SX again. And if you remember, the SX was the model that had that really good look to it, body color, everything, black styled wheels, all that stuff, but for a fraction of the price of something like a TRD Pro. So I can't tell you the price now because they haven't announced any pricing for SX, but to give you the last generation without any markups or anything, a Crew Max TRD Pro Tundra was about $56,000 sticker. The SX, which has a lot of the same styling, but is built off of an SR5 platform, gave you the same idea of a look for about $41,000 to $43,000. So Look at that money you were saving. If you're all about the look and you don't care about the interior features, boom, SX. Glad to see it's back. Ron says, did you buy that regular cab short bed? I did not. The minute that went up, the minute I put that picture up, it was gone. People know, they look just like I do on the auto traders of the world and everything like that, on all those bulk collection websites of trucks. I look for RCSB Tundras all the time. The unicorn is RCSB 5.7 liter V8 4x4 TRD off-road package. You don't see them ever. So when they pop up with 100,000 miles on it, which is pretty much your standard what you're going to get, they don't last very long. But the price was kind of low, so I don't know if there was anything wrong with it. Whoever buys it hopefully sees this video or other videos I've made about it and updates us on if there's any rust issues or any problems. It was going for about $17,000. Usually at that setup, with that kind of mileage that it had, which I think was 103 and change, you'd see them going for about 25 to 27,000. So I don't know if it was just, dealership didn't know what they had. It seemed like it was a used car dealer, so they might not have known that RCSB was something special, but it was going for a great price. I wish I bought it. Sunny D says, hit that like. I agree with Sunny D. A delicious drink, by the way. Andrew says, I thought about wrapping my platinum in Cavalry Blue. I think you should. I think that'd be awesome, unique. There is I don't know who it is, but there's a page on Instagram. I keep seeing they wrapped a 2022 in the Cavalry Blue, and it looks amazing. Lord says, hey, TundraDude34, first live stream I'm catching. How you doing? Good to see you. Have an 05 Tundra that has some problems due to the age, and I'm seeking something newer. I have a low-paying job. What should I shoot for? Well, it all depends on what you could afford, of course. The best price you could get on a Tundra is an SR. And if you want to get, a couple more options here and there, SR5. They are the two trims that you can find a lot more than the other trims. So I suggest contacting some of the dealers around you and seeing if they have any SR, SR5 for 2022, if that's what you're looking to buy new, to go test drive and make sure you're a fan of it and kind of go from there. If you're looking last generation, your options are wide open. Used prices are a little weird right now, so you have to shop around a little bit. But, if you're going used and you're going older generation, you may be able to come up even a little bit higher in the trim. Just because the prices should be a little bit better than new. But, doing your research, contacting your dealer and letting them help you find what you're looking for is going to be your best bet on that for sure. Bobby says, hey, Andrew and Dave, let's go Blues to everyone else. Oh, boy. Dave says, Dave from Missouri. How you doing, buddy? What's up, Mark? I hope all is well. I just paid off my wife's 2019 Hybrid Highlander Limited Platinum. I like that. Next, to pay off my 2020 1794, where I just added the TRD dual exhaust, and I love it. Can't go wrong with that TRD dual exhaust. It's about $1,100, and it is money well spent. And Dave, you're the man because you gave me an opportunity for a plug here to save you guys a little money. SparksParts.com. Use promo code TundraDude34 to save 5%. They have that TRD dual exhaust that everybody absolutely loves. I have it on my TRD Pro 2020. It comes with the TRD Pro. An amazing exhaust. It's not insanely loud, but it has an amazing growl. Of all of the manufacturers out there, probably the best system you could get from the factory on all of them. So check it out. There are a lot of different exhaust options out there, but that TRD dual exhaust is definitely near the top of the list, in my opinion. Anthony, how you doing, buddy? It is good to see you. Another Dave says, I've been waiting for a Crewmax long bed since January, SR5. What do you think my chances are? Haven't seen this combination. They don't make a Crewmax long bed if you mean 8.1. All right. The biggest you could get is a Crewmax 6.5 foot bed. SR5, I've seen those around a little bit. If you do your research here and there, look in your general area, maybe tri-state, wherever you are, you'll probably be able to find one. They're not insanely uncommon. Talk to a local dealer, see if they can help you out with that. But once again, they do not make the Crewmax with the 8.1 foot bed. If you want that big of a bed, you got to go double cab. That's the only way they do it now. But they do make the Crewmax with the 5.5 or the 6.5 foot bed, so you can go from there if that size works for you. It is time to take a sip. I hope some of you are enjoying a nice beverage with me tonight. And if you are, a cheers to the emergency services and military of our country in Canada. We love you guys. I say it about 6 times a live stream. It should be 10. Cheers to all of you. I just answered Andrew's question right there, so I don't have to answer that. Adult beverage. It is my night off. Let's have some fun. Lord says, I have one dealer that sells Toyotas, and they have nothing new on the lot. There's a Ford dealer with a 2010 Tundra with 200,000 miles for $14K. I live in rural Nevada. Okay. Oh, I said it right. Naturally said Nevada right. Because I don't know how I used to... Is that how you say it? I can't even remember if I'm saying it right. They would always give me crap. I never say people's state or town right. Nevada? Nevada. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you have the power of the internet with you. Look on things like Auto Trader. That'd be your best bet. A bulk collection website like that. Put in your zip code and search 25, 50 miles, 100 miles, and just see what's around, you know, a little bit further out. That opens up your options a little bit. A lot of these dealers can ship. You can do everything online with a car purchase now, but that'll open up your options a little bit to see where you are and where you want to be as far as year, mileage, trim, and everything like that. The more research you do, the better, because you'll know what you're getting into. If you can't afford a 2022 and you got to get in the last generation, you're in no way, shape, or form going to be disappointed. You get that 5.7 liter V8 engine, which is still awesome. 381 horse, 401 torque is just fine. Let me just tell you that right now. Mated with the 6-speed transmission, can't go wrong. There's a lot of great trims, a lot of great packages. TRD off-road. You know, when they got more into the later years, they started to add a lot more to it. Toyota Safety Sense 2018 and up. 2020 and 2021 are by far some of the best Tundras I've seen, but that's just me. You got a lot of options out there. Just expand your search horizons and look for the dealers that will deal online, because there are plenty of them. Most of them now. Because of COVID, everybody started dealing online. Sunny D said 6.5 foot bed is great if you have bed extender. Fits my 8-foot kayak. That's another thing. If you have the 6.5 foot bed, you can buy the bed extender. It works great. I had it on my 2017 Platinum. The bed extender is almost a must if you have the Crew Max with the 5.5 foot bed. You know, I use my 5.5 foot bed for, you know, sports equipment, mountain bikes, hockey gear when I was doing the hockey stuff, the bowling balls, the golf bags. That is what that's for. Weekend trips to Lowe's to buy a new lawnmower, mulch, stuff like that. If you're someone who uses your truck for, you know, like a job, like construction, landscaping, you're probably going to want that bigger bed. But if you have the 5.5 foot bed, that's where that bed extender really comes in. Folds up nicely. You could take it out in 2 seconds. Big fan of that bed extender. Really does help. As you can see, Sunny D uses the bed extender. I love it. Ugh. So it's Friday night. We're hanging out. What time is it? 7:23. And I have no idea what I'm doing the rest of the night, so this should be a good time. Hopefully, there are some people around that are able to see the live stream, because, again, I try to do it as late as I can, but I know if I wait too long, I'm going to fall asleep, because I work overnight, and I sleep weird hours. So I'm glad 43 of you could be here tonight, hanging out. Anytime I get to do a live stream, I always like to, because, you know, love seeing you guys. Second pronunciation was correct. Unfortunately, when I say rural, I mean average distance away from other towns is about 200 miles, the closest being 170 miles. That's awesome. I think that's what everybody wants these days, though. Matt says, big news, Mark graduated NC State 2 weeks ago. One step closer to my future 2021 5.7. We're doing a cheers for Matt. Matt's been around the channel a long time. First-gen Tundra owner. He graduated NC State. Congratulations, my friend. Here's to a successful career in whatever it is you decide to do, and I hope you get all the Tundras you want. Cheers, happiness, health, all days long. I said all days long, I meant all day long, but you get it. The more the merrier. Sunny D says, also great for groceries not to roll around the bed. Absolutely, absolutely. Because when you close up the extender, it kind of acts as like, you know, a separator in the bed, for sure. Cheers from Sunny D. Ricky says, is Toyota still accepting build orders? Now, one thing you need to know about Toyota, and it confuses a lot of people. Unlike some of the other manufacturers, Toyota does not let you sit down and build order a truck. The only thing you can do is if your dealer has an allocation for a certain trim, you can have them build it the way you want it. Has to have an allocation, though. That's the only way it works. So, excuse me, as far as that, are there still allocations out there? Yes. You could still get allocations depending on where you are and who your dealer is. But as far as just going into any dealership and saying, yeah, I'd like to order a truck and build it with you. Oh, let's sit down at this computer. Can't happen. Toyota doesn't do it. It's one of my cons, to be honest with you. You should watch tomorrow's video. I plan on doing one tomorrow, I think. Dave says, A modification you can do is add the forward bed extender on your 07 to 21 Tundra. It's awesome as it can be folded back to each side. I had the local Ford dealer install it on my 2010 Limited DC, and it was nice. Man, they must have been looking at you weird when you brought that truck to them. Gerald says, hope 2023 Toyota Tundra Platinum comes in Lunar Rock. Doesn't look like it. It didn't show the true breakdown of colors, but I don't think that's going to happen on a Platinum. I think it's pretty much for 2023 going to be very much the same as 2022 because everything in 2022 has been delayed and late. So keep that in mind. Sunny D says, still with an allocation doesn't mean you get what you want. Absolutely not. It has to be pretty specific in what you're looking for. So if you're like, hey, I want a limited TRD off-road package, they may say to you, I've seen this, oh, we only have a limited, but can't be TRD off-road package. Like, it's crazy out there right now. Last generation, near the end, you were able to kind of, if it's a limited, yeah, we could add the TRD off-road package and everything like that. But the trim has to be there. Like, it has to be, hey, we're allocated an SR5. Do you want it? So there's a lot of weird things with that. AA says, any wastegate valve problems have you heard? So there's people out there with wastegate issues that we've heard through the months. Toyota, I believe they already fixed the problem. But immediately when they started seeing the wastegate issues, they got right to work in figuring out what was going on with that. And you'll still see a problem here or there, but it looks like overall they've taken care of it. They haven't come out publicly and said, hey, we fixed the problem, but it seems like they have. But every once in a while, for a minute there, we were seeing a lot of issues, and now you'll see one or two every here and there on the forums. That's all I got on that so far. Leonard says, you have some great input about my incoming 2022 TRD Pro, which is on the rail from Texas to Arizona without doing any suspension modifications. What's the tallest tire I could put on the 18x8 wheels? I think, now I'm going to go off of last generation. No one has said this yet, so I'm going to go off of last generation's TRD Pro because it's the same, pretty much the same suspension. I know the truck is different. Everybody was putting on 295/70 18s. I've seen some... a couple maybe, I don't think they were TRD Pro, but a couple new generations were doing 285/70. So it's going to be right around there again, I would think. My suggestion to you is go to a local tire shop and confirm that. So you don't have to do any cutting or anything crazy. But since the beginning of TRD Pro, 295/70 18 was always the tallest you can do. And some people got nuts and went even taller, even bigger, but then you got to start cutting. And no one wants to do that in a brand new $70,000 truck, especially your incoming TRD Pro. So I hope that helps, Leonard, my friend. That's pretty cool that you're on the train. I've started to see TRD Pros, end up at the dealership, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's been a while. We've waited a long time. I'm still working on it. I'm gonna, end up staying in the 2020 for a while, it seems like, and I'm not mad about it. That's the thing, is I'm not in like a super rush. I want a 2022 Tundra, but I like my 2020, so, I'm cool. I'm cool either way, to be honest with you. For the channel, I think a 2022 Tundra would be good. Talk about the current stuff. We've had last generation a long time, so, moving up into something new would probably be a good thing at this point. So that's where I'm at with it. All right, so my phone stopped working. Hold on one sec. Let's figure that out. All right, we're back at it. Okay, sorry about that. So what's everybody doing this weekend? First off, I forgot to ask this question. Where is everybody coming from tonight? Where are you in the world? Let me know. New Jersey here. Not because I want to be, but I am. I know North Carolina, Tennessee, Arizona, there are a few of you that come to all of these live streams. Massachusetts, one of them. But we will see where everybody else is, see if anybody's in the great country, neighbor to the north, Canada. We'll see who is around. Fort Benning, Georgia. There you go. Ricky's in Fort Benning. I like it. Georgia's a beautiful state. I would like to move to North Carolina if I had it my way. Kuwait, Middle East for AA. There you go. That's quite a journey. Be safe, be well out there. Dave's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the home of Miller. Gotta love it. We don't usually see a lot of Wisconsin, so that's pretty cool, Dave. Welcome aboard, my friend. Very nice. Yeah, man. I'll tell you one thing. It really depends on... I get the question all the time. Joe is in Sacramento. Good to see you, Mark. Good to see you, Joe. Thank you for being here. I get the question all the time, you know, how come I can't find a Pro? I keep seeing people have this Tundra, that Tundra, TRD Pro, like we just said, but I can't find any near me. It's the way they disperse these trucks. You know, it really depends on where you are. The truck is built in San Antonio, Texas. So Texas always gets first pick of the litter. And then it kind of goes north into Arizona. It goes, you know, you want to get stuff up in the New York region, Gulf States region. You can kind of see where the truck goes as per, you know, the forums here. I can tell you where these trucks end up looking on things like Auto Trader, stuff like that. But the best thing I could say is you got to talk to your dealer. They'll know when they get an allocation in, that just means, hey, you're on the list. We're going to build. So what's today? What's the date today? The 19th? I think it's the 19th. I don't remember. Yeah, 19th. I think it's the 20th. When you work overnight, you never know the date. Everyone will agree with me on that. Let's say it's the 20th. Say I got an allocation today for a TRD Pro. It'll say, hey, this is going to be built June 15th. So now I know, okay, I could find a buyer before June 15th. And if they want any add-ons on it, like side steps, spray-on bed liners, stuff like that, we could set it up. I send it in by a certain date, and then it gets built by June 15th, and then it might not get here until the middle of July. So it takes a while in the allocation process, especially now when everything's brand new and production's kind of down because of the chip shortage. But they figure it out. But man, finding these trucks, you really got to know where to look and how to look. And you want to get a dealer on your side as far as being able to get in and see these allocations, you know? If you tell a dealer exactly what you want, they could be on the lookout, you know, for you. I would suggest going to a dealer that has high volume because they're the ones that are going to get these Tundras super quick. Because if they're selling, they're sending. If you go to a mom and pop, like a smaller one, it may take a little while longer. They'll get Tundras, but they won't get them at the volume. They will get them, you know, at these big volume dealers for sure. Let's see where everybody's at. I'm lost. Wow, a lot of people answered here. Ricky says Southeast Toyota is the worst. Why is that? Please tell us the story, Ricky. Bobby says Wildwood, Missouri, just west of Saint Louis. Martin Saint Louis. Sunny D says Clarksville, Tennessee. It's windy. It is going to be 95 degrees in New Jersey, where I'm at tomorrow. That's a little too much, man. That's a little too much. Dave's in Jefferson City, Missouri. I like it. Leonard says, formerly from the People's Republic of New Jersey, now in Arizona. Coming to New Jersey by June 6th for some family stuff. Hopefully driving the TRD Pro if it gets here before then. Where in New Jersey are you going, Leonard? Please tell. Laura says, I actually want a you want a Gen 2 Tundra because the Toyota 5.7 has a better sounding rev than a 5.7 Hemi. I'm in Elko, Nevada, and I'll be working my night shift job at a homeless shelter this weekend. There you go. Very nice. Viper says, Florida. Gotta love Florida. Sunny D says, will the 2015 TRD Supercharger work with the 2021 TRD Pro? I don't believe it will. As you see, with Magnuson built the TRD Supercharger, and they continue to build these Superchargers, but there has to be a certain tune. So mechanically, that Supercharger will probably work on the 5.7, but you're going to need the tune. So my suggestion to you is to, because I think Magnuson finally came out with the 2021 capable Supercharger. You're going to want to contact them and make sure before you spend any money. And you may just want to get the Magnuson Supercharger. I know it's probably a great deal for that 2015, but you may just want to get the Magnuson one for the warranty reasons and for the newest tune. Contact them directly. They're very easy to work with. Aggie, what's going on? Talk to your dealer. There you go. Dave says, Sunny D, check with Magnuson. There you go. Exactly right. Check with Magnuson. Are we having another one? Are we going round two? You tell me. I didn't even have dinner yet. This could get ugly out here. Just saying. This could get a little bit ugly. And all 44 of you may enjoy it. I don't know. We're going round two. Decision made. Bring a little cooler with me, you know, because you don't want it warm. But a cheers from TC. Thank you, sir. Viper says, yes, sir. I got to follow the rules. If Viper's saying it, we're doing it. Drill says 47. Yes, 47. We like you. There's 50 of you here now. I thank you guys for coming out on a Friday night, do a little live stream. I always like to do these. New York in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Hit the like button if you don't mind, and help a buddy out here. Appreciate you. But yes, very much thank you for being here. Talking a little Tundra, a little 2023. Talking how hard it is to still get the 2022. Interesting time for the automotive industry, for sure. The chip shortage is still alive and well. Don't think it's not. We're just trying to get through it, I guess, at this point, right? So welcome aboard, everybody signing on. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you know every time I put up a new video and or a live stream like this. A lot of people love the live streams. My favorite is the live streams and the dealer walk. So check out that playlist. Good stuff. Cheers, everyone. Love you. All right, back at it. Sunny D says, are you having chicken parm? I might, dude. That's actually very good. We're ordering out tonight. I have no idea what I'm going to eat, but chicken parm sounds delicious. Leonard says, what's your thoughts on the break-in with the turbos? For me, I don't care what the rules say out there. With any turbo engine, I'm taking it easy. I'm going nice and chill with it. This is the first year of the 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 setup. I wouldn't be out there doing 0 to 60s at full, pedal for a while. I'd go easy on it and hope there's no problems. But the good news is, I guess, if I do have problems on whenever the 2022 or 2023 falls in my lap, I'll be able to document it and show you what I go through to get everything taken care of. I feel bad for the dealers because some of them out there are trying to fix your truck if something goes wrong with it right away, but they don't have the parts. It's crazy times out there right now, but I'm going easy on any turbo engine at first for sure. Wood says, Tennessee in the house. I like it. Dave says, I'm pouring another bourbon. Enjoy yourself, please. Mike Rodriguez says, cheers, Mark, from North Jersey. New Jersey in the house. How you doing, buddy? Ricky says, Southeast Toyota always gets the bottom end of the stick when I contact the dealers. Majority have no idea what they're allocated. They should. That's weird. Troy says, how about Voodoo Blue? There is nothing wrong with Voodoo Blue. In fact, because you said it, this has been sitting here a long time. This is a Voodoo Blue 2020 Tacoma. I found this at a retail. I don't even remember where I bought it. But Voodoo Blue is a great looking color. Everybody likes Voodoo Blue. It's not a Tundra, but it's a Tacoma. TRD Pro setup there. I'm not against Voodoo Blue. I think Voodoo Blue looks better on the Taco and the 4Runner because it's kind of that insanely bright color. And that 5.7 V8 half-ton, that's a big body to have something like Voodoo Blue. But a lot of people like it. There's someone here locally that I see all the time with a Voodoo Blue TRD Pro. I'd like to be parked next to him one day when he's getting in his truck. Take some pictures with that thing. So hopefully one day that happens. But nothing wrong with a little Voodoo Blue. To each their own. XL says, what's up, Mark? Hope all is well. I hope all is well with you. Everything good on this end. Matt says, cheers, Mark. I do really appreciate that. You graduate. Enjoy yourself. New York says, have you heard about this dealership in Arizona selling or sold the TRD for 90 grand? That's commonplace. I saw one today on the forums for, it was over 90 grand. It was like 95-ish. Can't remember. Troy says, down here in San Antonio, TRD Pros hitting the lot. Yes, they are getting out there. Nick, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Alan says, watching from Maryland, Sheehy Toyota, maybe I'm wrong there, in Laurel, Maryland, selling at MSRP with a couple add-ons. They regularly been getting Tundras. Had a couple of Capstones coming when I was there last week. I like it. Yeah, Capstones, I've seen some people putting them up on the lot, and their markup gets up near close to 100,000. So be aware. Gilmer says, hey, Mark, I'm trying to get that single cab Tundra. It's so hard to get there, so overpriced. Only V6 and 4.7, no 5.7. If you wait and you absolutely hawk things like Auto Trader, you will see the setup you want fall on there every once in a while. The biggest one that I saw on there about a year and a half ago that I still wish I got, it was a 5.7 4x4. It wasn't TRD, but it had the Sport Appearance Package. It had 11,000 miles on it. Someone must have had that as like a secondary vehicle and just kept it in a garage. This thing was pristine, brand new. It was like an 08 or an 09 in silver. Can't believe I let that go. Can't believe it. Alexander says, currently a Capstone in Oklahoma City for $79K red. Not bad. Gorgeous interior. We also started getting hybrid. Mine will finally be in a couple weeks. I like it. I like it. I like the Capstone a lot. I'm not really into those super luxury trucks. I mean, I'm sitting in a 1794 2022 seat right now. That's as high as I would like to go. But like the Denali stuff, I like the interior of the capstone, but I don't need 22-inch chrome wheels. But that could be changed out. I like the way the body looks. Everything flows together really nicely. So, yeah, some people are going to be really happy out there. I hope they have that truck, the capstone, in the press fleet so I could test drive it for a week. That'd be nice, just to see what it's all about. Dave says, oh, where did you get that truck, Mark? What truck are we talking about, buddy? What truck are we talking about? Oh, the toy? I think a buddy got it for me because I have this one, the Tacoma, and I have the Cybertruck. Elon Musk special right there. So those two are there. Maybe have another one around here somewhere. I was going to put it up somewhere, but, you know, they just know I like Toyota. Like, friends that don't know anything, you know, they know I do a Toyota channel. Don't know it's a Tundra channel, you know. Some are that way. But, man, the Hot Wheels, they come out with some crazy trucks. There's no Tundra trucks, though. It's just Tacoma, which the Tacoma is the #1 selling midsize truck on the planet, so I can see why. Excuse me. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's cool. Should probably hang it up anyway. Tacoma's cool. What will we see with the next generation Tacoma? What will they change? The Matchbox. Yes, my son said his name is Mark, not yours. Copy that. All right, your son wins. I give up. Alan says, once you get a TRD Pro, it's hard to give it up for any other trim. I kind of agree with that. Let's see. Fox John says, LOL, I should show you my Yoda Hot Wheels collection. And yes, there's a Tundra. I want to see that. Let me know. Dave says, nice. Yeah, I've never been able to find a Tundra. I look all the time. Is it like a current Tundra? Like 2015 and up kind of thing? Sunny D says, still miss my taco. There's a lot of people out there that go from, and that's why every year I try to make a Tacoma versus Tundra video, because people still don't know if they want to go full size or mid size, and that is one of the common questions. But a lot of people who go from Tacoma to Tundra are happy they did it, just because everything is a little bit more spaced out. But you know, if you don't really need a full size truck, especially in today's gas market, Tacoma may be the way. I test drive a Tacoma every once in a while. My father owns one, so I'm able to drive that too. I don't find it uncomfortable. I don't really even find it underpowered. Some people say underpowered. The 3.5 V6, naturally aspirated, it's not that bad of a ride. I mean, I don't expect a Lamborghini when I get in it or anything like that, but the 5.7 V8 is a fine engine. Let's see. Tank says, any dealerships that sell TRD Pro these days, they're starting to pop up on dealership lots. I'm not going to say all over the country, but I've seen some in Texas and down by Texas. Just, you know, if you go on to, like, Facebook has a lot of Tundra forums, you'll see a lot of salesmen post on there. John says, 2010 body style, it was a promo for the Summer Olympics in Japan. Okay, cool. Well, I'll have to figure out that and look it up. Usually when I'm online, I'm usually trying to buy golf clubs. That's what I like to buy, you know? I spend my time buying golf clubs. Curtis says, Jada Toys, I guess that's Jada Toyota, has a previous gen Tundra. If you can find it on the shelves. Oh, no, that's Jada Toys. Okay. I have a Toyota Hot Wheels Matchbox collection also. I'd say between 20 and 30. Nice. Okay. I'm going to find it. Now that I know it's out there, I'm going to find it for sure. Wood says, I love the comfort and power of the Tundra Pro Max 2023. Yes, you probably will, as it will be the exact same as the 2022 Pro, which I test drove for a week, and it was a lot of fun. That's a great truck. I would like to get a Pro. I'm still working on that. Hopefully we see it soon on the channel. Anytime something comes up, I'll let you know. Might just not say anything, and it'll be in the driveway one day, which will be fun. Wood says, I meant 2022. Absolutely. Troy says, what are your thoughts on jumping on a Pro for $75K? It's $5K over MSRP, but lowest I could find. Really, Troy, at the end of the day, it comes down to your happiness and your wallet. If you are someone that wants that truck, that's on you, man, because they're hard to get. So I'm sure you have to make that decision, you know, quickly. But if you have the expendable income and you could still pay your mortgage, which is what I always say, as long as I can pay my mortgage, if you're happy, that's all that matters, bud. What color? Tell us what color. I've seen from the dealers that are getting these pros, a lot of them are getting white with the red interior. The cockpit red interior is sick. It looks awesome. I'm a fan. Ever since I had that black with the red interior, I've fallen for that red interior for sure. Alfred says, considering blacking out the lettering on my 2020 Silver Metallic Limited Tundra, what do you think? I think you should. Just so you know, there are blackout kits available. SparksParts.com, promo code TundraDude34 saves you 5%. And they are overlays, so you don't have to take your badges off and black them out. They lay right over the badge. They have some 3M tape in the back. You put it right over the badge. It looks like they went on there, just like on the TRD Pro. It looks like they were put on by the factory. So go check them out. I think they're around the overlay packages, depending on if you have a limited or SR5, 60 something. But I used them on my Platinum for the 4x4 badge, so check it out. Tank says, please get one. I wish I also could find one at MSRP, or at least not that much crazy. Today, one dealer was selling it for $150,000. Oh, no, $15,000 over MSRP. Read that wrong. I was going to say, don't do that. Ricky says, Beeman Toyota has 2 TRD Pros coming in, both in Lunar Rock. Not bad at all. Matt says, since you just did a video about the colors you wish Toyota would bring back, who else loves Barcelona Red from the last gen? I love it. My 03 is Salsa Red Pearl, so I'm a little biased toward red. Here's one thing a lot of people don't know. In 2017, the special color for the TRD Pro was cement. But also, the other special color was Barcelona Red. They were extremely, of all the TRD Pros of the history of TRD Pro, the Barcelona Red TRD Pro Tundra from 2017 is the hardest one to get. They did not make many of them. You didn't really see them out there very often, but they're out there. That was a great looking truck. Body color, everything. It wins all day long. Leonard says, my Pro is Optic Orange, Solar Octane. NDM says, what's going on with the Toyota 2.6-inch lift kit? When will it be available, and will it be available on the TRD Pro version? So it's not a matter of will it be available on a version. It's basically a kit that you're going to get through your Toyota dealership or your Toyota parts supplier, like SparksParts.com. It said it's available in the summer. There is no date yet, and that's going to give the truck a nice little lift. I don't know if I would get it on the Pro, because the Pro comes with a natural 1.5 to 2 inch level. So I don't know adding that, what it would do for you. If you had something like an SR5, a limited, a 1794, that'll give it a nice leveled lift. But with the Pro, it might be a waste of money because you're already buying a special suspension that comes with it. So with paying all that money, there really is no point in going crazy with that suspension, if you understand what I'm saying. But they are saying summer. That's all it says right now. There is no date. You might want to contact your parts dealer, maybe your local dealership, the parts director or something like that, to see if there's an idea, and go from there. But I haven't heard any specific date yet. Troy says it's super white with red interior. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. I'm telling you, the red interior is awesome. Awesome. How much for the grill in the back? That was bought from Sparks Parts. And I think it was around 300. I can't remember, because the bulge on top, that is an option. You don't need to get that, but I wanted to go all the way. I think it's around 300. In fact, I'll tell you what. Let me check for you, because it'll take 2 seconds. I'm going to go to Sparks Parts and see how much that would be. Every color is a little bit different, because it depends how rare the color is, how much the price goes. So when you go to Sparks Parts, I want to show you this while I'm here. The minute you go to Sparks Parts, you will see this. This is right on the main page right up front. You get the 2022 upgrades or the 2016 and up Tundra upgrades. So when you click 2016 and up, it instantly takes you to all the parts that are available for it. You go down to the grills. I'm going to hit TRD Pro because that is a 15 to 17 Pro grill. It starts at $262. You really can't see that because of the white. $262.31 is the price. When I select Quicksand, which you have all the TRD Pro colors you could want here. Quicksand with the bulge, add hood bulge. The price is $483.46. So $500 sitting on the wall back there. I hope that helps you. Good luck. But you can get any color. That's the good part. So if you're someone who wants an Inferno, it's there. If you're someone who wants cement, it's there. Army green. There you go. That is the 15 to 17. They also have the 19 to 21 grill as well. Let me put the brightness back up because I'm old and I can't see. And I have no idea where... Okay, there we go. Tank says, I just called the Beeman Toyota and they sold out both of them. There you go. NDM says, just out of curiosity, what do you think about the new Bronco Raptor? I like the Broncos. I didn't like the Bronco Sports too much. But the regular, like Sasquatch and Overland and all that, those Broncos look awesome. And a direct competitor to the Jeep Wrangler, which is cool too. But the Raptor, yeah, I guess it's okay. Not awful. Curtis says the local Toyota dealer here in, there's no way I'm getting this right, Opelousas, Louisiana, usually has their vehicle sold before they arrive. Their current inventory is pretty low, if any, on the lot. Same here. Curtis says, so anything that's coming on the truck is pre-ordered and already sold usually. And that's why you got to have a good rapport with your dealer. Get the truck that you want before it even hits the lot. Wood says, I test drove a 2022 TRD Pro Tundra Max. I have no words to describe how awesome that truck is. Best full-size truck in my mind. I've driven all other makes. I'm telling you, the Iforce Max is awesome. I've driven the regular Iforce and the Iforce Max in the next gen. That Iforce Max is worth the wait. Leonard says, any thoughts on a steel rock slider, preferably one with some sort of built-in step? There are plenty out there. NFAB made a good one back in the day. I don't know if they're still making them, but I've had a lot of success with NFAB steps, and I had a rock slider on, I think it was my 09 from them. See if that's still available. If they are, that's the way to go. Matt says, Curtis, that's crazy stuff, bro. Tank says, one question. Tundra Platinum does come with the TRD off-road package, so we cannot use snow or sand in Platinum. So there's no TRD off-road package on the Platinum. Platinum comes pretty much that one way as far as there's no TRD Sport or no TRD Pro. If you want the TRD off-road package and you want that level of luxury, you got to go $17.94. Which the Platinum and $17.94 are pretty much the same thing. The only difference is $17.94 has the TRD off-road package available, and it's the Western theme. So if you like these colored seats, they now come. This is the 2022 $17.94 saddle brown, and they also come in like that cream beige. So you have two seat color choices in the 2022 $17.94. I miss the old orange ones from the last generation, to be honest with you. Bubba says, smash that like button, folks. I agree with Bubba. There's 57 of you on here, 26 likes. This is for the likes, boys. Ugh. Terrible. Terrible. But I thank you guys for being here. Always fun to talk Tundra, for sure. Always a good time. It seems like a lot of people are gaining some interest in the next generation Tundra. It took a little while to get going. But in talking to some of you, it seems like we're starting to get a little interest, so that's a good thing. I feel like after a couple model years, people will start being okay with the fact there's no V8. Right now, that is still something people are having some trouble with. But I think eventually we're going to see all the brands go away from V8. Sounds like Ram's about to go away from the V8. I can't stop burping, excuse me. Ford is probably on their way. They've been pushing EcoBoost for a long time. But I think, you know, people ask me this a lot. Why did Toyota not bring a V8 to the new gen? I think it was just they were ahead of the game and, you know, some of the CAFE rules that are coming down the pike and EPA regulations. And they just went right ahead with the 3.5 and the 3.5 hybrid. And the hybrid gives out a ton of power and a ton of torque, more than the 5.7 V8. So it's crazy. I don't know. For me, I will say this, if I was in the driver's seat of building the new Tundra, I probably would have kept the V8 around for a couple model years, just to bring everybody in. The way Toyota rolls is they don't do a lot of changes with the Tundra. They kind of do small changes here or there, but generations last a long time, as we saw. You could kind of say the 07 to 13 was one generation, 14 to 21 was another one, and now we have the new gen. I think the fan base, the enthusiasts, and the casual customer weren't ready for the V8 to go away, so that's going to be something that people down the road will be okay with because everyone's going away from it. But right now, there still is a V8 market, and V8 purists are out there. So, yeah, I would have kept it for a couple more model years. That's just me, though. I don't make the decisions. What do I know? Where am I here? New York says, anyone installed an aftermarket alarm? If so, which one? So New York is looking to install an aftermarket alarm. Help them out. Andrew says, I'll never buy a non-V8 truck. Never. Get them while you can, my friend. Leonard said, liked. Thank you very much. What do you think of 20-inch method rims on a Tundra? I've seen some method rims. They look good. They look good on the Tundra. I think it really depends on the tire. The tire is where you will see rims win or lose because the sidewall, the tread, it all matters. Tebow says, what's up, Tundra Dude? How you been, buddy? I've got $7,000 in equity in my 2022 Corolla Hybrid, so I think I'm going to trade it in with the current market and get a 2022 Tacoma TRD Off-Road 4x4 before they go turbo in 2024. Now's the time, my friend. Just look for a great deal out there. That's great that you have that equity. I think a lot of people, I would fight for a little more equity in that because a lot of people are going to want a Corolla and a hybrid in today's fuel issue market. Dave says, liked. Thank you very much. I got you on that, Mr. Ukrainian. Curtis says, I'm good with a hybrid turbo V6, but don't just put a turbo 4 like GM is making available in the Silverado. Okay. NDM says, do you think the Desert Chase with 37 could be something Toyota does in the future? Also, do you think the next gen 4Runner will get 35s or even 37s? Well, I don't know. That's a good question. I think a lot of these builds are based around fuel mileage and 35s and 37s, maybe on a special edition 4Runner, but I don't know. Not on the regular stuff. Antonio says, better late than ever, TD. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Tank says, thanks a lot. What have I missed? Let's drop our likes, people. I like it. People are starting to do it. That's a good thing. We were just talking about 2023 Tundra, how hard it is to get the 2022, stuff like that. Crazy market out there. Matt says, Mr. Ukrainian, go for it, dude. Would look good for sure. Oh, yeah. Frankie, what's going on, buddy? The Voodoo Blue Tundra looks crazy, huh? So Frankie here, I want to tell you a quick story about him. He had a 2019, just got it, Voodoo Blue TRD Pro Tundra, and he loved it. And then, if I'm wrong here, Frankie, correct me at any time, he had someone install an aftermarket stereo system, and the truck caught fire, and it is now gone. Like, burned to the ground, gone. He sent me the video, and I feel terrible for him. At least nobody was hurt, and now he's got to search for a new Tundra, but it was a beautiful truck. But that is insane what happened. If you want to tell your story, Frankie, please do. But the video was crazy. I can't believe it caught fire like that. Can't believe it. Antonio says, definitely not going to ever get rid of my 2017 Tundra. Once they're gone, they're gone. Sonny, I'm absolutely correct, says Frankie. Yes. Any luck? Did you get any appraisal, anything, money from insurance? Tell us. Sunny D says, the Ram TRX is coming out with even more horsepower. That's a crazy truck. Paul says, got my 2017 1794 because of your guidance and breakdowns in the video. Love the fan features. We'll email soon from Canada. Please do. Guys, I want to bring that up real quick before we go any further. If you have a truck you want the community to see, which is about 32,000 strong right now, I do fan feature videos. Go look at my playlist of fan features and send in your information, TundraDude34@gmail.com. If you are interested, email me and I will tell you what I need. But check out the TundraDude34 fan feature playlist and get an idea of how we do it. Tebow says, Sunny D, I thought the Hemi is going away. I think it's an eventually going away. Alan says, do you think the 4Runner or Tacoma will go hybrid? Yeah, probably. Camper Mike says, just got home from work, and I hope you had a good day, Mikey. Bubba says, Antonio, same here. I got a 16 Pro that I'll never sell. I like it. If you love your truck, there's no reason to get rid of it. The 5.7 V8, they last forever, as we've seen. Proven, bulletproof V8 engine. So, something to keep in mind if you don't want to sell your truck for the next generation. If you don't like that V6, or you're in a mode of wanting to wait out and let them fix all the bugs, you know, that's the way to be. That's the best part about the Tundra, is, you know, they don't do a lot of new generations a lot, but when they do, the old generation is so bulletproof, we will say, that there's no rush to get into something new. Million Miler, how you doing, buddy? I've been well. Finally made it back to a stream. Did you get that RCSB? No, sir, I did not. That sold almost immediately. Camper Mike says, longest day at work I've managed so far. There you go. Getting better and better. Tebow says, yeah, that 4Runner and Tacomas are going to go with the 2.4 turbo soon, I think. Yikes. Seems to be the way. Seems to be the way. Small displacement, forced induction. Rode through the local dealer the other weekend. Just wanted to see if the new one was as ugly in person. None on the lot. Yeah, it seems like they're just... We had them up here nonstop for like 2 months. They started to come in hot and heavy. When one would sell, another one would come in. I'd go there, there'd be 2. I'd go there the next time, there'd be 15, 10, and then all of a sudden, there's none. There's nothing out there whatsoever. Millie says, I missed you. I've been waiting for when Toyota decides to follow suit with Ford and put the 7.2 kilowatt generator in there. Hopefully one day. Camper Mike says, finally adopted a dog 2 weeks ago. There you go. Things are turning up. I like it. Wood says that 437 horsepower Iforce Max is unbelievable. It's stronger than the V8. That is very much true. It felt more like the supercharged Tundra, but smoother. Bubba says, Vic is getting close to putting 1 million on his 5.7 Tundra. It will be his second million-mile Tundra. Go get him. I like it. Yeah, his first one wasn't even in terrible condition. Million says, hopefully they will for the 2024 model year, and the illegal markups will be done. I hope so. Antonio says, thinking about going full dad grandpa mode and doing a camper shell on my truck. What's a good camper shell? I have no idea. I'm 38 years old. I'm not there yet. Does anyone know a good camper shell for Antonio? I like Lear, I guess, if we're going to go. There was a Lear shop right near where I grew up, and people never had a problem with them, if you're looking at that. But... yeah, Lear there's a bunch of companies that make them. They're very hard to get right now for some reason. ARE says, Andrew there, you know, and you want to get it painted, make sure you get it painted, the body. You don't want to have a random color one. I see that a lot around here. People will have like a white truck and they'll have like a red top on it. I don't get that. My OCD would go insane. Frankie says it was installed by a professional sound system shop. They have American Family Insurance. They got the truck in their salvage yard. Just waiting on them to give me a claim offer. Keep me updated on that because I'm very interested in your story. Because that Voodoo Blue TRD Pro, that's something special, you know? Camper Mike says, I've wondered how the shell affects MPG, better or worse. I mean, it's a little bit heavier, so that hurts the MPG, but I think aerodynamically it might be better. Maybe it'll just even out, you know what I mean? Million says, I would go black on black TRD Pro if it was me. There you go. Andrew says, have an ARE on my 07 from 07, still in great shape. There you go. I like it. New York says, RSI Smart Cap. If you can get them, wait time about 8 months. Everything is on a wait now. Hey, that just blows my mind. Mike S says, hey, Mark, do you know when they're supposedly taking reservations for the Sequoia purchase? I haven't heard anything on that. I would think sometime this summer is when... I shouldn't say that. I should say this. There are some dealers that will let you reserve, basically put your name on a list, give them a deposit very early. As far as nationally, I don't know, but if I had to guess, late summer, early fall. That's my guess. Call your local dealer, see what they say. Camper Mike says, think what I've heard evens out. Yeah, evens out makes sense. But, yeah, I don't know. It's crazy because when the 2022 Tundra came out, the next gen, they were taking, like when they actually released the picture, if you remember last June, the picture got leaked and then Toyota just decided to give the picture out to the world. Immediately from that point on, there were dealerships around the country that started to take, and I quote this, deposits on the new Tundra. I don't know if any of those people actually got the next generation Tundra or not, but, you know, if you're willing to put money down early and you trust your dealer, that may be the way to go. Frankie says, but it was a blessing in disguise because I'm buying a house here in downtown Phoenix, and the market for the house in Phoenix, Arizona are insane. Everywhere, my friend. And I got approved and put in an offer for a house. Well, congratulations. House is way more important than any car or truck because you need to live somewhere, right? Congratulations on that. Once again, very happy you're all right. Very happy no one got hurt. And I really hope you end up getting something sweet on the back end. But that is a crazy, crazy situation. But I'm glad it worked out with the house. That's a good thing. Million says, the Tundra may be something special, but you and your channel are even more special. I love you and keep doing what you're doing. Legendary work as always. I trust no dealers at all. I appreciate you so much for saying that. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you that stick around and watch the channel for sure. 6 good years now doing it. Feels like it's been 2 weeks. Mike says, need a GoFundMe for gas for mine. I hear that. Yeah, gas is not cheap. Diesel prices around me right now are about to hit $7. They're like mid-6 right now. That is crazy. If you are an owner-operator of an over-the-road truck company, this is probably the hardest times you'll ever see. It is crazy out there right now with diesel prices. Fuel prices around me, and I know they're different around the country. Fuel prices around me right now are, I think for regular, we're in the like $4.57 range, maybe a little higher than that. It's just an insane time. Insane time. Let's see. Oh, local hockey team made it to the finals, lost in round 4. I hear you. Million says it's worse in California. Oh, yeah, California is always the worst gas prices, so it must be insane now. Leonard says, where in New Jersey are you? Ocean County, sir. Ocean County. Million says, my record was $6.89. Yeah, so I think the highest I saw here was $6.50 something. Paid $4.69. Okay. Tebow says, I'm in Southern Cali, and it sucks. I bet it does. The prices are out of this world right now. And it's funny because a lot of the pumps, I don't know where you guys are as far as how your pumps react to certain fuel costs and stuff like that, but ours shut off here at 100. So at 100, I still have plenty to go. So getting a full tank means I have to do 2 separate transactions. Huge pain in the butt. Let's see. Bubba says, yeah, the gas prices are crazy, only going to get worse, which is insane. Camper Mike says, well, the poo will hit the fan when the semi-trucks stop rolling. Fuel costs through the roof. Parts hard to come by to keep them going. We still can't get our bulk oil tank filled fully. It's insane. Antonio says, we're having a blast with these fuel prices out here in California. Cali, it's a guarantee to be the highest prices. Joel says, howdy from Texas. Hope everyone is well. Joel, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Mike S. says, also in Southern Cali, but there was a dealership selling a capstone for only 4K markup. And let me tell you right now, and I'm telling you, many of you can agree with this. Mike will agree with this. A 4K markup in Cali is a deal. Because even long before any of this stuff happened, Cali was marking up. So that is not bad at all. I am back to training drivers now. That's probably a good thing to be. Thank you, Mark. I'll keep you updated. After I get in the house, we'll be getting another Voodoo Blue TRD Pro Tundra. Frankie, I think that's an awesome idea, and I love the fact that you're going to go and get yourself what you had because you loved it. As per your pictures and talking to you, you love the truck. Go get it, my man. Go get it. Shock says, hey, love the channel. Just picked up a 2021 Platinum in metallic gray. Mag gray. I love it. What would you do with those wheels? I guess if you're not a huge fan of the Platinum wheels, which I know a lot of people aren't, you could do a few things. You could powder coat them, black them out, or there's so many options out there for good aftermarket wheels. If you wanted to keep it in the Toyota family and maybe get like a TRD Pro wheel from, you know, the later generation TRD Pro 20, 21, I guess 19 to 21, I should say. The BBS4s, they're available on things like sparksparts.com. Promo code TundraDude34 saves you 5%. There's a lot of options out there, but dude, you can do a lot of great things. Platinum, by far one of the best trims you could get. And thank you very much for loving the channel, for sure. Mike says it's already sold, though. Yeah, at that price out there, for sure. Tebow says Longo Toyota and Crown Toyota in Southern Cali don't mark up. That's amazing. That is amazing. Roldy says, howdy from Alaska. How are you? Good to see you, Alaska. I love it. Jimmy, how you doing, buddy? Mr. Ukrainian says, who needs a house when you can have a truck with a Lear camper shell? There you go. Aggie says, Toyota steel spare wheels would look great on that, right? Camper Mike says, can't afford to pull my camper anywhere thanks to fuel costs. I don't blame you. Leonard says, Burge Toyota in Mesa, right? That's how you say it? Not marking up. All right, I like it. Aggie says, old school. It would look very good. That is for sure. All right, I think we're going to call it a live stream, ladies and gentlemen. I got to hang out with my wife, graduated with masters, so it's a celebration kind of night. But I want to end this right. Not only do I want to give a cheers to all of you out there for watching the channel, supporting the channel for 6 glorious years. Here's to 6 more years. But more importantly than any of that, a cheers to the emergency services and the military of the United States and Canada. We love you. God bless America. God bless Canada. We'll get through all this craziness. A cheers to all of you out there. Have a solid weekend. Have a good time. And enjoy those Tundras. I will see you guys very soon. Pretty sure there's going to be a video tomorrow and Sunday, so make sure you check them out. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you know every time I upload anything, because I would like you to be involved in all of it. And if you're looking to check out some of those playlists, I got 2 that I'm going to focus on for you guys tonight. I had a week with the 2022 limited Iforce, the regular Iforce 3.5 liter twin turbo V6. Go check out those videos. And then I had a week with the 2022 TRD Pro, which is the Iforce Max engine. Go check that out as well. And you can get an idea of where I was with both of those. There's also dealership walks. We have parts install playlist. We have the parts reviews. But there's so many playlists. Go check them all out. But until next time, I thank you guys for watching. Be safe. Be well. God bless you. And God bless the United States of America. Be well.